All right, welcome back to 10 MBA, 10 minutes on brand awareness, where we talk about anything and everything under the umbrella of brand awareness. We are on the nth episode. I don't even know what episode number this is. I believe this is probably 18 or 19 or 17, somewhere. But it's Tom. I'm the founder of Carve. And this is what we do all day long. And so today, what we're going to talk about is brand equity. Let's go. Okay, so when you hear the words brand equity, are you intimidated by it? I bet you are. It's like, what are those words about? Russell, what is equity about? If you must know, I'm talking to a guy named Russell over here. He's our only employee that has a man bun. And he's very well known for his man bun hood. Russell, come here. Get into the shot here. Come here. Everybody say hello to Russell and his man bun. There it is. Okay. Thank you, Russell. So the first time you hear the words brand equity, he has good brand equity, by the way. The first time you hear the words brand equity, you're thinking, oh my God, what are those words? It's very corporate sounding. Equity. Is that about investment? Is that about, So equity is stake in something, right? You have stake over something. You own equity. They own equity, right? So when you mix those two things together, it is the easiest definition of it is how much value does the brand have in terms of its equity or its stake in the market share? How much real estate in the mind has this brand taken in either just one person or a demographic or a market share or a nation? So that's kind of what brand equity is in a nutshell. And I'm sure that's not the best definition. There may be others. And I always say that because you might end up contesting it, and that's totally cool. If you have your own definition, by all means. But brand equity is just basically that as how I define it. So how does brand equity happen? Now, in the process of branding, you might get lost in a lot of things. Brand strategy, brand visuals, brand patterns, brand communication, brand promise, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of elements. And as you know, branding is not one of them. Branding is the sum of all its parts, including the experience that you design to represent the brand, to create that journey that you want for a customer to have. So let's start there. Let's start from the perspective of a customer. A customer, before the act of buying, they go through a journey, right? You could imagine them to be like a ruler with several different markers or milestones or steps, okay? So the entry point of any customer is a ZMOT, like the zero moment of truth, which we talked about already, wherein this is the first time they're hearing about you. Awareness starts to happen. That all the way up to the action of buying, and vice versa, or reverse or repeat of the cycle, right? So in essence, there are a bunch of things that have to happen in between that action and after that action of buying. What you want to happen after the action of buying is continued support and loyalty. What you want to happen between the action of buying and becoming aware is a massively great experience. And the word I'd like to use there is remarkable, right? You want to make the experience remarkable. Why do you want the experience to become remarkable? Now, maybe you have a lot of things, a lot of great things that have happened to you that are remarkable. What happens to these things when they are remarkable is they get stored in memory. Thereby, you always have access to them, and they're constantly circulating in your brain or in your mind, and you always kind of associate things with them, or you always remember them. And so brand equity is that journey from the experience you design and how remarkable it is. That then determines if it becomes a memory, because remarkability makes it memorable. Now, understand that remarkability doesn't only mean positive, it's also negative. So we want to try and make the experience remarkable through positive means, right? And so when an experience is remarkable, it becomes a memory, thereby deepening the brand equity. Because, for example, Apple paid so much attention in the unboxing experience of their devices or their gadgets or whatever they're selling, because they understood that in the customer journey, the unboxing is such a big part. What makes presents exciting in Christmas is the unwrapping of them, just tearing away the wrapper and opening them, and you're at the tip of your anticipation. And so it is very climactic for you when you open the box. And so Apple understood the psychology of that, and that process being an integral part of the brand experience. And it's not only just the action of unboxing it, but going through, unpacking the box and getting through the manual and the stickers and the pin and the earphones and the charger and everything that makes it so remarkable. Even when you turn on the phone, it says hello, right? And back in the day, before it was like this, phones came in with what they call the factory charge, or just a little bit of a charge. So that means you'd have to plug it in for a good number of hours to kind of start up the battery. So Apple kind of just fought against that, went against the grain, and made everything ready to use and a beautiful unboxing experience. So what that did for people is depth and equity, because people found a new reason to respect a brand. It's not just upfront, like, in the reverse of that is you have these really poor experiences wherein it's so kind of, here's my money, here's the product, boom, that's it. And then it's cool, it's fine. Some things do happen like that, but they fade away from memory. You don't really kind of remember, so you don't really then remember the brand. I've had multiple experiences like that. When I go to the public market, for example, you transact, you buy an orange or an apple or whatever, vegetable, and you don't even remember the name of the store or the lady that sold it to you, because it was like here's my money, here's the product, leave, right? So this is why experience design in branding is a key element, because how your brand is experienced, and by experience design, I'm not only talking about the physical product, I'm talking about the digital avenues that they find you or experience you, and the physical store, and the social media presence that you have. Your experience has to be designed all throughout, across the board, to create that remarkability, to create that memory, to create that brand equity. And so I'm hoping that this kind of expounded or unpacked unboxed brand equity, right, Russell? Russell is the man, by the way. So unpacking and unboxing brand equity for you. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was simplified and enough for you to understand the concept, and enough for you to kind of work on it and make it actionable, and to help you expand your brand awareness and deepen your brand equity. So to everybody watching, just take small steps towards it. You are already taking a massive one by watching this video, and I appreciate your time. I thank you so much. Please hang around the channel and subscribe and see the next video, because we are working on a whole bunch of things in relation to brand awareness and branding. This is 10 MBA. This has been Tom. I enjoyed my time with you. See you on the next one. Peace.